Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Discriminating Gamer and another unboxing video. Today we're going to look at Xia Legends of a Drift System by Cody Miller, and now this is a board game for 3 to 5 players. It is 1 to 3 hours, 13 plus, and like I said, 3 to 5 players. Now this is by Far Off Games. Okay, now let's flip this thing over. I know this game's been out for a really long time. Some people have a hard time getting it, some people don't. Cody just went all in back in this thing, so we've decided we would show you guys what's actually in a core box, a brand new box. This is the latest one that just come off of, I think it was Game Found or something like that. Okay, so there you go. That's what's going to be inside. Thanks for watching. Nah, I was just joking. However, we're going to go one step further on this because, yeah, this is a 3 to 5 player game, but there's more to this. This is one of my all-time favorite games. And if you want to play this game, there's only one way to play it. You need to add Embers of a Forsaken Star. This has to be in there. So we're going to unbox this one as well. All right. You also don't necessarily have to have, but I love having, the Missions and Powers pack. We'll open that up. We'll flip through it. The extra 2,000 credit coins, I believe those are. Yep. Got to have those. Well, yeah, you have to have those. Metal coin upgrades. I absolutely love them. And then he also got the Sellsword MK2. All right, so we'll open that up and see what you have. Now, I personally have all of this. I do have it. It all fits inside the main core box. And I will say one thing is I have a foam core insert for this. It's with a folded space one, I believe. And it holds everything nicely. I mean, that thing is just absolutely wonderful. And I'm so glad I have it. So let's get this thing opened up. I will say this, though. Opening this, looking at this game, I got to get this game back to the table sooner than later because, man, I always love playing this game. Takes a little bit to set it up. Takes a little bit to play it. I don't mind the time to play it. It's the setup time. Now, the foam insert I have does actually make a big difference. It does help. Okay, so inside of here, what are we going to get? Looks like I've got a little crinkle on that corner right there, probably from the shipping. Now, inside of here, we're going to get a lot of little Ziploc bags. Okay, those are always good to have. There's definitely a lot of components in this game. All right, now let's take a look at this rule book. Now, I know we're going to get a new rule book with the other one, but some people may still like just playing just base core game or only get the core game. So we'll flip through this. But I do like the back of the book, page 20, is basically everything you need to know quick. Your action phases, your business phase, and then what all the the special things are, the special planets. Okay, so there's all your components. Now let's just flip through this. And I do like one of the things about this rule book is I like how everything is set up in different colors, so it's easy to kind of find stuff that you need. Okay, and here you go. So let's just flip through this. Now there's a lot, so I'm going to kind of thumb through a lot of this stuff relatively fast in this one, just so we have time to get through everything. Because I want to show you all this stuff. Because me personally, I can't play this game without having everything. It's just I got to have everything in it. I mean, that's the only way to play it. This is the sandbox of sandbox games. This is probably one of my, out of all my sandbox games, is this one and Western Legend are my top 2, and both games just have to have everything whenever you play them. Okay, all right, all your different mission details. All right. Here's some of the different planets, some information on those, which is always good. Your different NPCs. All right, and then more of your planets. And your back page. And there you go. Okay, now, excuse me. So let's take a look. We're going to get through all these in a minute, but I'm going to kind of thumb through everything. Oh, see, this actually comes with some inserts that mine never, maybe you don't need the foam core. This actually has some stuff that mine didn't have. So we'll have to see how this is all going to go back together when it's all said and done. Okay. So so I'm going to love looking at this because, man, yeah, I got one of the old originals, and the cardboard insert that came with that one was not the best. All right, your Fame Point track, okay. And I do know you get another one of those in one of the expansions, but like I said, we'll just cover the core. Now, this is all of the different ships. And let's see, do we have, okay, so we have all the level 1s, level 2s, and level 3s together. So let's just kind of go through those. Now, get it on there. Okay, now, you're always going to have, this is all your armed. Okay, so you're going to put your cubes there, slide them down once you use them. You got your impulse speed, the price if you want to buy it, its hold size, and this is, of course, how much energy it has, and you can look at the hold. Okay, hopefully most of you that are watching this now have already played this game. If there's some of you that have not played this game, oh, dude, you are so, to me, you're so missing out. The game is not for everybody, but this game is just phenomenal. All right, there you go. That's kind of an outline of all the different chips. Okay, we just kind of flip through them. Definitely hit that pause button if you want to take a closer look at them. I am just really enjoying looking at all these again. Okay, this game is so fun. So, and I know some of these ships are better than others, but you know what? That's the beauty about this game is sometimes you just have to figure out how to make it work with the cruddy ship. All right, you take a ship that might not be as good. All right, you just got to do different things. Don't do the same strategy every time. That's my motto. Okay, here's our level 2 ships. These are going to cost 5,000. Going to be a little bit more, a little bit bigger hold, maybe a little more energy. All right. Definitely want to update your ships because you definitely, that's one of the ways, because remember your fame track, update your ships, going to get you fame. Okay, you want to win the game, you have to get the fame. All right. Now, all of these ships I know are going to have cards that go along with them. You get to pick what cards you want. And that's really where these ships shine. The ships shine, there you go, is the cards. Because those cards, man, are going to just let you do other things. Oh, these, whoo, I got 14 energy on this big tugboat, man. Holy crud. Yeah, these 17 energy. Oh, these level 3s. But man, look at that, 8,000 credits. You know, by the time you're buying these, oh, you're doing some serious jobs. It's worth it. Oh yeah, it's worth it. Boy, you get that much energy, boy, you can just fly around in space for so long. Okay, all right, looks like we got one more here. And the Cold Phoenix. Oh yeah, there you go. Okay, so that's gonna be our ships, our fame track. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at all of this. So, kind of describe a couple things. So these are all the different things you're going to get. So like you're going to get you got missiles you can get. What are these? These are your blasters. You got your engines. So you have to purchase some of these, and they tell you how much credits they are. And you start with like 5,000 credits or something. So you have to purchase these. You have to Tetris them on your ship. Okay, but you have to make sure you get an engine. If you don't have an engine, you can't fly. You want to make sure you get a hold. If you have a hold, you can't go out and you can't do any mining. Blah blah blah. Okay, all this stuff. Now, the backside of all the planets are all going to look like this. The backside of all these is all going to look the same, so I don't need to flip these over much. This is what's going to be different, is when you start looking at like all these green question marks. Okay, they punch good. These question marks, because they're going to be scattered all over the board and you don't know what they're going to get. So that's the cool thing about those. The other thing is everyone's going to get a little ring that's going to go around the base of your ship, so that way you know what ship is yours if you can't remember by just what the ship looks like. So, all right. Now, and then your planets, of course, you have, this is how you're going to get into your planet. Here, let's put it right side up. If you go to this space, this is, you can actually buy these goods for this. This is going to get you more inventory cards. This is a spawn point. The cool thing about like all these right here is when you get another planet, you put it up, you line all the arrows. Okay, you don't want to really fly through those shields. It can be bad, but sometimes you have to, especially if you're a pirate. And those little question mark things right there, that's where they're going to go. So, you know, when you fly over them, you get to see what they are and you get the cool stuff. All right, sun. Oh, the cool thing about the sun is, man, it's upside down in a stack. Because as you can see, you don't know when it's coming out. You fly blind from one hex location to another. You jump into the sun, toast, dead. Oh, I do not know how many times somebody has flown into the sun. So, all right, you got outlaw planets, got some more goods. Here's your victory point token to tell you where the victory game is. All right, look at that, man. That's my luck. That's what I find. I find this kind of garbage because then I can't get anything when I go there. Here's some more of those little tokens. All right, and they're just going to get you some fame points. They're going to get you just other different stuff. All right. Okay. These all look really good. The gates are really nice because if you have a gate in multiple locations, you can jump the gate, go to the next one, get around the sector, the map really, really fast. Okay. There's those tokens you can see. Like find nothing, you find 1,000 credits, you get a fame point. Yeah, if you want to get to those. Some of them aren't easy to get to. Like right there, you got to fly into this if you want to try to get those. Now, this is the funky thing about this. and I'll cover this a little bit more. I'm sure you've already read rules in this, but if you fly into there, you got to roll 20-sided dice. On a 1 through 3, you're dead. On a 4 through 20, you're good. So do you want to risk going in and get it? You probably do. There's another one there. This one here, you actually have to go into, what are those, nebulas? So then you come over here to your nebulas. On a 1 through 10, you lose energy based on the number. So if you roll a 10, you lose 10 energy, which means you might be floating around in space and then you're on impulse. But 11 through 20, you're fine. Some people love this, some people hate it. I like this. It's always a 20-sided dice. Always need to roll high. Don't roll low. I roll ones. That's how I roll. Okay. Whoop. Oh, let's get him out of there. There you go. All right. Whew. I hope you can tell that I'm excited about this game because the damage gate. Yeah, you got this. Yeah, the smuggler's den. Okay, and there we go. And that's what you're gonna. That's okay. So that's gonna be all the planets. Okay, they're gonna come in there, plus the ones that have already fallen out. All right, now this. Let's open this guy up. This is gonna be all the different ships. Now these ships are super cool. All right. And I'm going to show you these ships. I'm just going to put this little bag off to the side because I'm going to kind of plop them in there. But they're all your ships come pre-painted. I'm going to say they're not the best paint jobs ever, but you know what? They're painted. They look good. Okay, they're actually better than the paint jobs I did when I first learned how to start painting. So take it for what it's worth. But for this particular game, you're getting pre-painted stuff. It's 100% worth it. All right, it's better, definitely better than this big giant gray blob that's going all over the place. This is one of the reasons why you don't necessarily need the little rings around your base. But yeah, these look really good. Oh, look at that big chunk, man. There you go. Man, that's just that's just your flying tank. All right. Oh yeah. Look at him. See, he actually, for some reason, he looks different than mine. I don't know why. I'm going to have to actually do a comparison to see if there's any changes. But like I said, my game is super old. I don't think I have when it originally came out. I didn't back it originally, but then I played somebody's. And I'm like, I got to have this game. So, yeah, see, I don't remember mine having this green guy, but then again, I probably do. I know I have all the ships, but they could look a little bit different. I know he's gone through several reprints in this game. But yeah. These look great. Fantastic. I love the look of that ship. Woo! Yeah. Okay. That looks like a little transport. That's all that is. All right. A little shuttle. Not transport, a little shuttle. That's what that looks like too. Just a little shuttle. But yeah, you can definitely tell the level 1s, the level 2s, and level 3s because they definitely get bigger. The ship designs do. Oh yeah, look at that big beefy guy. Woo! That almost looks like a pod racer. Okay. This is kind of a cool looking ship. I like him. So you got all the little stands in the bottom. And there you go. And that is the last of all of these ships. Okay, so we can get this bag closed up. Don't want to lose those. Now, this game comes with metal coins. At least this is the version that Cody picked up. I don't know if the normal games do, but it looks like your coins can actually fit in these spots right there. But these are just really nice metal coins. Okay, I absolutely love the coins that come in this game. And this, your ships 1, ships 2, ships 3 are all going to basically go in those. All right, there you go. These are going to be your, what are these, your 1s, I think. Yep, these are your 1s. These ones here were your 5s, and the other ones are going to be your 2s. The 2s you don't necessarily have to have, but they're actually kind of nice to have. You don't get a lot of them, but it's amazing how often we found that we end up using the 2s that came with this game. Okay, so we're just going to put this in here for right now, okay, as we go through stuff. All right, now these are going to be some little crystals you're going to get, okay. And if I remember right, this is your damage cube. So when you're out and about, you're going to put these little crystals on different parts of your ship. As different things get covered up, then you're not going to be able to take actions with them, which is definitely going to be really super bad. All right. Now, we also got some dice. Okay, so we're just going to have our D8. We're going to have a regular D6, a regular D12, and then a D20. All right, and these are going to be your movement dice. You're gonna roll that a lot for combat stuff. So if you can't, I mean, you can just use your own if you want, if you don't want to use those. But if you want to put more on the table, that's not a problem. Looks like a spot there for cards. Now, these are the different wooden discs. I'm not going to go ahead and pull these out. There's no really need to. This is what you're going to use for your energy. So on your different ship, you're going to use these, and you're going to arm. You're going to put your 4 on there, and you'll slide them down as you use them. Or if you have your engines and stuff, you'll put them on your different engine spots. Okay. So like you have your different locations. Okay. So these are shields. So you can put a disc or cue, move one over, put it here, and that's going to give you some shields. Or if you put it like right there, with this engine, you can actually move 3 different times across the board. Roll the dice, and yes, it is a roll and move. Okay, so bigger engines, more speed. That's my motto. All right, and these are going to be all your resources that you're going to be able to gain. And for if you want to do mercenary stuff, these are just good quality plastic cubes. Don't need to pull them out. We've all seen plastic cubes a million times. We'd rather see everything else. But I'll just pull one of these out. I want to look and see how these are. But here's going to be your stand for all your different ships. So they're just going to sit on there. You're going to put your ring around here to show what ship is going to be yours. That way, well, you know what ship is yours, but people will see the color, and then they'll know. They can easily glance and see what color your map you have. So let's get these in there. All right, now this is another spot we can put some stuff, but it looks like they just used it there, just to kind of stop everything from sliding around. And what do we have? Now we're going to have 2 different decks of cards. So let's look at the ship cards first. And I will say the quality of these cards is actually good. It is really good. I've not had a problem with mine. So, and I know I've played my game many times. So what these are going to be is you're going to get cards for every ship that you have. Okay. Put those off to the side because we're going to go through them. Now, you're going to get a player aid, which is nice. They give every single person a player aid, so you can see there's all the different actions you take on your turn. Okay, and how to win. This is really nice to have because you need fame points. How do you get fame points? What are some ways that you can do to get fame points? Okay, you're like, hey, well, just spend 5,000. You can't spend the money to get your final fame point, but these are fantastic. Excuse me. All right, and looks like we're going to get some more, another merchant ship. Okay, there's our merchant ship. All right, so we're going to get some titles, and titles are going to come out. So we'll start with the titles. So titles are different things that are going to come out. They're things you can do, and they're going to give you bonuses. So once you claim a title, you're going to get a bonus, which means you do +2 damage to NPC ships, for example. Okay, but you got to go to find and destroy the merchant ship in order to get this title. So I'm going to go ahead and flip through these. All right, you can take a look at these. Okay, pause if you need to. There's still quite a bit to go through, and this is starting to get a little bit long, so I'm just going to go through them relatively fast. All right. So you can take a look. But yeah, these titles are really nice. The expansions do add even more titles. And this tells you how many fame points you get just by completing the tile. So you want to do these because anything you can to try to get fame points, if you're not doing them, somebody else is. Now these ones, 3 fame points, it's almost easier to do 3 singles than it is to do these ones. But if you can manage to get them done and you have the ability to get them done relatively fast, do it. All right, so now we're going to have the ships. We're going to have our merchant ship, okay, which is just your 1 NPC. All right, and so basically what he's going to do is on his turn, when he goes, whoever reveals him, he's going to move. There's his wealth. It's going to say how he fights and everything else, and there you go. All right, now I'm going to go through these relatively fast as well. You can look at the ship up here in the corner to tell what it is. All right, so that way you know. And it's like, this is basically say it's energy cost and what ability you're going to get. Sometimes you just have to roll dice and you're going to get whatever it is. But usually you're spending an energy for it. And I think you can only, if I remember right, you can only do each card once on your turn. So it's not like you can't, I don't remember you can do the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. I could be wrong. It's been a while since I played it. So that part, my memory might be a little fuzzy on. But yeah, this is one of those games I definitely kind of go through it a little bit and look at the kind of doing rules overview whenever I play it. Now, these are going to be, well, actually, let's see. These are going to be those, when you fly over the spaces, okay, these are going to be like your little missions. But the other thing is, you also have the 2 other NPCs, which are going to come out on the board, your Scoundrel and your Enforcer. Your Scoundrel is basically going to go after, if I remember right, he's going to go after the outlaws, the pirates, and the Enforcers, or the Enforcers are going to go after the bad guys. I might have them wrong. Okay, but there you go. You can take a look at both of those. Okay, but these with the merchant are flying around the board. So depending on whether you're a pirate or not, you might need to be careful. Okay, and the rest, okay, so the rest is just going to be these mission cards. All right, your mission cards are all going to be like transport passengers, go to this location, pick them up, go, however far you go, you're going to go to another one of those locations or deliver them wherever it says deliver them. Roll, depends on how many sectors away, it's how much money you're going to get. There you go. Okay. So again, and you get fame points for completing these as well. So you really want to be completing these. Okay, you can only have so many in your hand. So definitely, and the thing is, I mean, you may have some of these cards and none of these places are on the board. So, I mean, you may have to just try to dump them so you can get something that's on the board. Because, I mean, sometimes I've held some of these cards and man, I do not know how many turns have gone by and what I need to come out is like the very last place that comes out. And, I could have completed probably 2 or 3 other cards by then. So you really want to pay attention. Now you do have some outlaw ones where you got to go find and destroy outlaw ships or, other players and stuff like that. Those can get a little hard to do. There's not, assassin, do different things. Your player on your right is your target. You got to go out and you got to go do something to them. Okay. Yeah, this is one of those games for some reason though. We've never really, second player on your right. Okay. We never really do a lot of combat with each other. Sometimes we'll do a little bit, and it seems like mostly towards the end is when a lot of the combat happens. Not a lot of combat takes place with my group during the game. The cards that you basically go up and long some guy and then steal some of their goods and stuff like that, that usually happens. All right, and the thief, and there you go. Okay, so that's all the cards in the game. So from what I'm seeing, that is going to be everything that's going to come in just this main core box. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to shove everything back in here because I do want to get to everything else. I'm going to go back through this thing later. I'm going to get everything punched. I'm going to put it where it needs to be and whatnot. So it might look a little ugly here at first when I put it back in here, but I'm going to take care of all that. Let's see. So we're going to put that there. This is going to go in here. I do like the fact that the rule book actually fits this way. I don't have to fit it sideways. That is a big giant plus. All right, now let's go ahead and get this. There we go. Okay, that's the main core game. There you go. That is okay. So that's Legends of the Drift System. If that's all you buy, that's still 100% worth it. 100% phenomenal game. If you don't have it, I can't recommend it enough. Okay, but let's go ahead and take a look at now. Embers of a Forsaken Star, which this, in my opinion, is essential. This is an essential expansion to that game, and I'll show why when I get to it. This actually makes it so you can actually play solo. It's going to increase the time of the game by about an hour according to this. We're looking at 14 and up, okay? Excuse me. But the cool thing about this, it's going to come with a new fame point track, okay? And this economy board. This is why this is essential because you're also going to get new exploration tokens and everything else. All right, and I'll briefly touch on that when we get to it. When I pull them out. All right. And I haven't looked at what is just inside of this box in forever because like I said, I've had all mine for so many years and it's just always been mixed together. Now, okay, so if you want to play solo, there's some good solo rules. It's really, really cool. If I remember right, it's like a 10 game campaign and you have to pick which ships you want to play with each different mission. So you can't keep using the same ship over and over and over again. So it's actually really cool. And I've seen some good playthroughs of this out there. One Stop Co-op Shop, I think, has got some really good stuff on it, if I remember right. His is just really fantastic. All right, but here's your NPC behaviors. Okay, so, oops, get that all on there. Okay, pause that if you need to take a look at it a little bit closer. And you got a campaign log if you want to write it or photocopy that. Okay, now, you're also going to get a new rule book with it. Okay, which it's going to give you an updated back. It's going to add all the nebulas and everything from the original game. Instant death if you fly into there. All right, but it's going to add all the new stuff as well. You still have your action phase, your quick reference, your fame point. Okay, so let's flip through this one really fast so you can actually see what are changes. But this economy board, this is the main thing. This is why the economy system in the core game to me is broken. But this fixes that economy so much. It's the economy. I really like the way they do it. Okay, I sometimes get it backwards when I start playing it at first, but that's just my brain. Now in here, you're also going to get a new fame point track. I always play with this fame point track. Okay, and there's 2 different sides. I don't remember why there's 2 different sides. I think they're both basically the same. Now, we're also going to get a couple new ships. Okay, so you're going to get the Caryac. All right, here's your nice level 3. The Impulse 2. It's kind of slow on Impulse, but that's all right. The Vagabond, I'm remembering some of these. Okay, get my fingers out of the way for you. All right, and then what do we got? Oh, and the little skimmer. Oh, yeah. Played the skimmer a few times. I like the little skimmer. Okay, put him off to the side. Now, let's take a look at what we got. Now, this is the cool thing. So we're also going to get some new stuff. This is a new cool add-on that they have, because of the market. So you can actually take, like, because you have to put your Tetra C pieces here, but these, you put this green one here. But the problem is, if that gets damaged, everything goes out. But it allows you to be able to hold extra cargo on the outside of your ship, which is fantastic. And then they have all these little tiny ones, which you can add to your ship as well. Sometimes they might go on to your other ones. And like I said, you're getting all new ones of these because there's different elements of the game. Ice is a new element, okay? And you're going to basically be getting, Tig, the Brink. You're going to be getting new planets as well, okay? And you also, this is another new thing too, and this is the Ancient. I think it's the Ancients or whatever. But you can actually go to locations, pick up these, and I remember you take these back to. I can't remember what it's called right now. It's one location, and you can actually gain fame points, or you can get other stuff as well. Really, really cool stuff. The Chasm Boy, you get stuck on these. Whoosh! Man, I've actually seen these throw you into a star as well. Bad. No, don't. Yeah, see, you put 4 of those upside down right here. You go gather them, okay, and you can take them back to, the one place I can't think of right now. All right, but here you go. All right, take a look at those. And like I said, you're getting, I think that's a bonus 5 movement. You're going to get a bonus energy. You get some Qs, some ice damage. Whew. Stay away from the ice damage. Okay. And there's this guy right here. Yeah, the ice asteroid. Oh, yeah, that ice is nasty. Nasty. Oh, the near star. That's what it was. So, the near star. So basically, you're going to have a ship that's going to constantly be going around here. And I think that's where you have to go, if I remember right, to drop off the ancient technologies. Okay. And then you get these EV tokens here. All right. And this is your economy board. And the cool thing about the economy board, it's going to start off with random cubes. You're rolling, like, if I remember, a D6, and you're putting X number of cubes on them. But if you go, the thing is, if you go sell like these orange cubes here, and say you sell 3 orange cubes, well, you put 3 blue cubes on here. So the economy keeps kind of changing. If I remember right, that's how that works. So when you sell, they go on the board, but they go on the board not as the color you sell, but as the next one. So this kind of keeps changing. And what it stops you from doing is, basically, if you get planets aligned just right, you go back and forth between planets. Buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. And it's kind of boring, but it's a broken system. Now, this is damage just like the other ones, except for this is ice damage. Ice damage spreads over rounds. If you get ice damage, you got to get it repaired fast. All right, and you're also going to get some more coins, some more level 1 ones. All right, and you're going to get some white cubes. So white cubes is a new resource that you're actually going to get. It's not actually, white doesn't show up on the market board. White's something different you can get. So like here, you can go to the quarry, you can get white, and you can go turn those in. Okay, you're going to get a couple more stands. All right, let's take a look at these new ships. Whew, gosh, this is running long, so I'm trying to speed up along. Right, so these are your little asteroids. Okay, there's 3 planets that are going to show up. You can see where you can put the stand right there. Okay, and these are basically just flying through the air, and you don't want to run into those because they just, well, okay, they murder your ship. Don't let it happen. So, this is one. I love this one. Oh, look at that. Look at that guy right there. Okay, got this little ship. Take a look at him. Oh, yep. See, there's your near. Oh, that's upside down. So this is the one I was telling you about. It just sits there and just keeps going round and around and around, and he keeps rotating all the time. And there you go. There's your other little tiny brown ship. Okay, these are really nice. All this stuff, yeah. This is such. I'm sorry. This is such an essential expansion. Out of all the games I own, there's some that need to have essential expansions. This is easily in the top 5 of essential. I would almost probably say it's top 2, maybe even number 1. It's, yeah. This thing, fixes this game so much. I actually wish they would almost reprint Zaya, but just put this in there. Just make this part of the core game. But I understand why they don't. Okay, so it looks like we're going to get more titles. We're going to get some of these EV events. And then we're going to get some more ship cards, and then we'll get some solo stuff. So we'll flip through these and see what we got. Okay, so the first thing we're going to get is we're going to get some more titles. And look at that. You can write your own, write your own, write your own. Looks like that's all you're going to get with that one. Those are, I'm not a big deal with those. I'm not big into writing my own. Same with these here. I don't. Okay, but we're going to get the long haul. Here's our level 3 for these 3 ships. Okay, take a look at those. All right, your Manchester, and there's your Nightshade. Okay, so that's going to be those. Excuse me. A cough that I just can't get rid of. All right, so we got our solo campaign upgrades, our solo setup, our round summary. I mean, there's just all these different solo cards. Okay, the solo aspect of this game is actually really good. All right, and there's your campaign upgrades and whatnot as you go through it. I'm going to leave that mostly for you guys to experiment on yourself, or you guys can look into that if you get it. Okay, so here's your NPC stats. Okay, card, and then what do we got? Looks like we got some more solo cards. All right, we're just going to, it's like 10 fate points. Okay, we're just going to thumb through these. I'll just go through these ones really fast. You can look at them. But yeah, these are basically different things that you want to try to complete in order to try to win the game in solo mode. And it looks like we're going to get here's our pink EV cards. Okay. All right. So take a look. And these are, okay, we'll flip these ones really fast. All right. And like I said, pause it if you need to. I'm trying to hold on to a second, so hopefully it focuses okay. I'm hoping these aren't going to be too blurry for you. All right, and one more, and Signs of Life. Okay, and that is going to be all of that. So let's get this over here. Now, okay, so what do we have in here? Oh, it looks like we're going to get some more fake cards, or event cards, sorry. So what do we got here? Some more event cards, and then, oh, there we go. There's more titles and missions and stuff like that. Okay, all right. So let's just take a look at these ones real fast. All right, if Near's in play, and there you go. So we'll add those here, and these are going to be the new titles that you can actually add to your core game. And like I said, all of this is just going to seamlessly go right into the core game. I just shuffle all this stuff in. There's not one piece I leave out. All right, and let's put those there. Now, looks like we're going to have all of our missions. Okay. All right, and so I'm just going to go through these again real fast. All right, so we got some cargo missions. So yeah, so depending on what you pick up and what you deliver, pick up cubes, deliver them to locations. Yeah, this expansion here does really kick in, you know, the whole market and everything else, kicks it up into high gear. It makes it so much better. It makes it really nice for getting, you know, getting some good money. Just so much more fun. You never really, and the thing is, you never really know. You could be flying to a planet because, like, oh man, there's like 2 of these cubes that I need to go buy because I need to go do this mission, and you know, somebody actually beats you to it, and it's like, oh man, so they're gone. But then somebody goes and sells something that turns into what you need. So just because you lost what you need, well, you can actually get it back. All right, and okay, so we're gonna have the kiln. Then we're going to have the rest of our ships. Okay, so the kiln, okay, this is the one where you can actually sell those embers, those white cubes, for 2,000 a piece. So you fly them back here, and this is how you get rid of those if you want to risk going and getting them. All right, and here's the other cards for these ships. Okay, your absorption shield. All right, put him here. And you're also going to get new player turn cards. All right, and you're going to get more ways to win. Okay, and I believe these are updated to include the stuff that comes inside of here. All right, now that looks like everything that comes inside of this one. So again, I'm just going to punch all this stuff later because I'm probably going to try to punch all this and put it in there. Actually, it's Cody, so I'll make sure that's what he wants me to do before we take care of all that. But okay, that's Embers of a Forsaken Star. Essential. If you buy Zaya, you are going to want this. Hands down, you're definitely going to want that. Okay, now, let's take a look at this guy really fast. We're down to the last couple. We're almost done. If you're still with me, I thank you. I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this, following it to the end. And I definitely appreciate if you guys leave comments down below. I like reading all your comments, and I try to respond to all of them. I don't really, Cody posts everything, so I don't really see all the comments. I have to keep going and looking. So if there's a delay in me commenting, it's because I don't always know about it. If it's something important or somebody directly asks me something, a lot of times Cody lets me know. So, but I try to go back and check on them and just to see if anybody posts something. Okay, so this is missions and powers. Okay, so this is just basically going to be more missions, more good stuff that you're going to add to your core game. So there's all your missions. Now, okay, this is where I was thinking. This is why I like it. So this is actually going to give you more powers for a lot of your different ships. Okay, and more abilities for your level 1s, level 2s, and your level 3 ships. That's why one of the reasons why I like this box. But these missions are all still super cool. So let's flip through all these ones real fast. Some transport missions. All right. Okay, success on those. All right, they each look a little different. We've got some assist missions. If I'm going too fast, I'm sorry. This is getting long. This is getting, holy crap, this is getting way long. All right. I didn't realize there's quite as much. This is, woo, it's taking way longer than I thought it would. There's just so much to this game. And like I said, you know, I could have done these separate, made them all individual videos. But honestly, all of this should be in the core box. That's my personal view. Boy, and I'll tell you what, Cody Miller has done such a fantastic job with this game. All right, and oh, that's just going to be your Zyra Missions Powers card and some additional rules you might have. All right, let's thumb through these really fast, and we are almost done. Then we just have one ship to show you, and then we're done. Okay. Yeah, it'd be nice if they just made one box. It just came with everything in it, but leave it the core size, because I can fit all my stuff in that one box. I hate it when they do these all-in-one boxes and then they make it like 4 times larger than what you actually need. I'm looking at you, Firefly. Okay, that is that. There's a couple others I've seen too. They're just ginormous. I don't like those big, giant, ginormous boxes. All right, let's put this off to the side over here. And the last thing we're going to look at is we're going to take a look at the sellsword. Okay, and all it is just one more ship. It's a nice, good one to add. I like having all the different ships. I really like having all of them added to the core game. Just gives that much more of a variety. This game never gets old. This game is never repetitive. Every game is different. Every game is a fantastic story. All right, and this, you don't even need this box because all this is just going to go in your core box. Okay, and let's see, nothing else in there. Good. So they are going to get you another stand. Okay. Excuse me. All right, looks like we're going to get a blaster token. Okay. The Void Wasp, that's what you guys want to see. That is the sellsword. Okay. Level 2 ship, really nice. All right. It's actually one of the favorites of some of the folks that I play with. And let's see, what's going to be, what are his cards going to look like? Okay, so we're going to have, actually, what do we got? We got the rules for him. Then you're going to have the sellsword as an, if you play him as, you can play him as an NPC, which is actually really cool, or you can just play him as a regular. Okay, so to play him as an NPC, that's what his card's going to look like. All right. The rules for him, right there. If you want to use him as an outlaw, setup, play, however you want to use him, or his ability card, he's a level 2. That's the card he's going to get right there. Okay. And last but not least, there is your sellsword right there. Okay. Fantastic looking ship. There he is in all his glory. All right. Put him back in there. I'm just going to shove that in there. Okay. All right. Now, this stuff here, let's put these in here because I don't really want to lose those. All right. And like I said, all this is going to go in the main core box. I'm going to just have a big old giant heyday with this thing. This is going to go in the core box. All right. That sellsword box is just, we're not even going to put anything back in it anymore. But there you go. And I like to show you this too. I love the color of these 2,000 credits. The color of those is so cool. It's probably one of my favorite colors of coins of all time. All right, just absolutely stunning looking. Okay, all right, and there you go. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is Xia, Legends of a Drift System. Super long video, totally sorry about that, but that's the core game. You saw everything you're going to get in Embers Forsaken Star. Like I said, this is an essential expansion. You get Xia, get this. Trust me, you will not be disappointed adding this to your core game. Absolutely not be disappointed at all. Me personally, I think, oops, upside down, I think this ship is worth getting, okay? And honestly, even though it's not essential, 100% get it, okay? All it does is just add more to your core game, all right? And then, and that's it, okay? That is everything. That is, so if you backed, okay, the all in, this is what you're gonna get. You're gonna get the whole shebang right there. And like I said, all this fits in my core box, okay? I have a folded space insert and it works perfect. We're gonna see how this new insert works. But there you go. Leave any comments down below. I know this is super long. Thank you if you're still with me. I really appreciate it. Leave me any comments about Xia, some of your best moments down below, in the comments below. I love listening to them. And as always, thank you for watching.
Please somebody help me on my feet again. And I don't know where I'm going, and I don't know where I've been.
Number 5, the DC Comics deck building game, the Zack Snyder cut.